Hello, everyone that's not here yet. I didn't warn anybody that I was going to be live, but I'm live, and now I have to stall for a couple of seconds until people actually get here. So, hopefully, people will be here soon. And hopefully, this looks good. Hi, Nana Matt. I get to access stuff while I'm doing it. Isn't that awesome? Thank you for the two people that liked it already. Let me see if I can like it. No, I can't. I'm great. How are you? Are you enjoying your Saturday? But anywho, so that this won't be wasting time for the people that rewatch it, I'm doing the review on Justice League 2021. This did come out 2021, right? Um, Aquaman and the Flash. I didn't film a video for today, and I don't know. I keep stalling and whatnot, but I actually do like this figure. So let's talk about him. Howdy, Kato. But the only thing that's kind of weird is the face. Depending on the angle, it actually looks better to me right here than it ever looks in person. But don't focus on that stuff. Depending on how you look at him, it looks just like him, like right there, like this, like that. Looks just like him. But when you look at him straight on, it's kind of weird, which is weird. It's like, how can it look like him from certain angles, but not straight on? The fact that I said Kato, everybody subscribe to Kato. Did you reach your goal already with subscribers? I know you've reached a lot quick, so that's good for you, and I'm happy for you. But anywho, let's get into this figure some more. It looks good. You see the detail and the sculpting and the paint. That's all awesome, like McFarlane likes to do. But the materials they used are really good as well. I'm gonna have to move these. They're gonna come back when I bring the flashback because it keeps trying to focus on that. But this material it uses, where the stuff is soft, I really like that. Like, that's been one of my complaints with his figures, especially the Mortal Kombat ones, that you have all of this rubbery, all of this upper layer of clothing, so it restricts the movement. But on this guy, everything is pretty soft and pliable and gets out of the way. Like, these shoulder pads on an older figure would be so stiff, but they get out of the way on him. And the arm socket motion works. I really like that. I don't know Spanish, so I hope that's saying something nice. Christian probably saying something about eating something, I'm guessing. But yeah, swivel this. I'm showing y'all the articulation. Only issue I have with this guy articulation wise is this shoulder joint right there is really loose for some reason. Like over here, it clicks. On this side, it's just, but everything's so smooth. Spins around. This stuff right here is soft, so his universal joint doesn't get blocked. And then I'm at. I doubt it, but would you get Transformer Cyberverse Warrior Class Soundwave because he's pretty cool? I I don't know. Yeah, I doubt it as well. I'm kind of over Cyberverse, but I have a bunch of Cyberverse stuff that I bought that I never reviewed. The last one I got was Prowl from the newer wave, and I never reviewed that. But look at this. None of this stuff gets in the way. His little trunks, his booty cheeks, soft. That goes out there. This clicks forward a lot. It looks like it wouldn't, but it's not restricted. The knee bends a lot. It would have been cool if you had like, oh wait, he kind of does have boot swivel. if you want to say that. But this is really a piece swiveling over that. So, I'm going to give it to him. Since you can't see behind that, I'm going to give him boot swivel. Even though, more than likely, it's a hard piece of plastic underneath of this cover. And he has the universal joints that are also not hindered by this. So, the only thing that sucks is the neck joint. I wish the neck was articulated at the base like they do for some of their other figures. And his hair is also soft, so it gets out of the way, but he can't look up a ton because of that hair. He does come with this spear or trident. It can't be a trident because it got more than 3 spikes. But this is nice and solid and pliable. I mean, nice and rigid right now. But if I were to leave this in his hand and it's like warm out, it definitely starts getting warped. I had to run hot water on it, put it back into shape, and then run cold water on it so it could stay in this shape that it's in right now. But yeah, he's nice and posable. I can't really complain about him too much besides the neck articulation and the lack of hand accessories. This is good if you want him holding the spear with both hands, but when he's not holding it, he's permanently having things in that holding position, so that's good. What am I not seeing? Looking forward to the upcoming Batman 66 line. I'm not. I'm gonna skip that. I was thinking maybe go get the Batmobile, but I might skip that as well because it looks like those figures are probably smaller than these guys, and they probably can. They look like they can barely fit in the Batmobile. G Tony's in here. Yes. I found a Marvel Legends hologram Iron Man today. I just threw that into it just a second ago because I'm done with my video review for this chick who's still just sitting up here. But if you didn't know, it comes with a little stand disc right there and a collector's card that has this picture on there and probably some useful information about him. Yes, do as Kato says, smash the like button, and if you already did smash it, thank you. I opened him and then I put him back in here, but he comes with the card normal and a little stand. He also comes with these little runny flash pieces. I hope I put these into the right areas where they're supposed to go. I hear they don't stay on him that well because they're super pliable, and that's probably true. Well, let me put this guy back here, and I also have Cyborg, who is also cool. He has weird articulation, but I think it's cool. Hopefully he stands there. Getting stuff to stand up. This is one of the things that drives me crazy behind the scenes. It's one of the things I hate about doing comparisons. Like getting figures to just stand there. And then after you do it, they fall again anyway. That holds me up like I don't know what. Oh, I can focus on things, but what I'm trying to do is get the comments to come back up. Come on, comments. There we go. Hello, Deadpool tacos. But here is the Flash. Now, all that good stuff I said about Aquaman as far as how he's made, we can we can take some of that away for the Flash. Like he has the soft, cushiony crotch piece and butt piece, but everything else is done with hard, rigid plastic. And looking at how he sculpted, I could see that this upper part is a different, separate piece. So they probably meant to make all of this softer plastic right here, but they didn't. And this right here is definitely hard. So as you can imagine, that destroys his ab articulation as compared to that dude. You can go back a lot. Every figure seems to be able to go back a ton, but coming forward, this definitely bumps into that. I don't know why they don't just do things like cut all of this up and just go with the sculpting underneath. And if I were to pop this apart, I could see what that might look like. Then you could get better ab crunch, but yeah, I don't know why they make certain decisions. Anywho, he is highly detailed, and I hope when this goes live on YouTube or what y'all seeing on YouTube, I hope this is as detailed as what I'm saying, because that's awesome. Usually, sometimes the detail goes away, or even though I'm saying it looking good, y'all are saying a blurry freaking mess. But yes, that does look right. That does look like him. The one weird thing I have about the head sculpt is you see how his, come on, focus, his forehead is focus on him. His forehead is protruding on the left eyebrow. I don't know whether they're trying to say that he's lifting his eyebrow or whether that's a defect on my copy. Can he do the weird running running flailing pose? That's what Kato asked. Where he's running with this foot first and that hand out, this leg back with that leg back. I was like, why? Why is he running like that? And these hands, I don't know. Normally, I hate when characters come with hands like this, but when I first took him out of the package, I was having so much fun posing him around with his hands like this. Like, no, 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 no. Like, they're so dynamic. But yes, it would have been great if they gave him fists. I don't know why they don't just give fists. I mean, they did give him these things, and let me see if I can attach him to his body. I'm not sure which things are supposed to be for the legs and which are supposed to be for the arm at all. But I'm gonna attempt to see that right now. With that forward, let me get him into the running pose first, because as rigid as these freaking joints are, and this shoulder is super tight. Like, I'm gonna knock the things off. I stopped talking because I was reading. Yeah, I'm not sure where these things go. And they are really, really loose. Cool idea, I guess. But they needed to be a little bit more rigid. But I guess if they did, you could end up breaking these things. But yeah. Yeah. Instead of these things, I mean, it's cool, and if you work with them, and I'm not going to be able to do that live. If you work with these things, you could probably get it looking better than I have right now. But I would have rather them come with extra fists and maybe an unmasked head. That would have been cool. Or like the head with the hood. The how all of this could have been hanging down off his back of his neck. But yeah. Well, let me go into his articulation just in case the knees bend that much. You do get backwards like this and forward. When I go back, I kind of feel like I'm pulling it out the socket. And since it's universal, you get that. You get the toe joint. And I didn't show the toe joint on him, but just know that it's there. They can kick up more than 90. That's his butt sculpt. If you kick forward, they can kick all the way back because his butt is soft and pliable. The ball in the waist can do a ton. So you almost don't even need this articulation right here. Well, yeah, and you can do all this. And of course, this is all buttery smooth, but the shoulder joints are tough, as I showed. Swivel there, do this, do that, do this. And yeah, Kato, not having to edit is freeing, but people on the rewatch might be like, yeah, what is this? I missed it live. I'm not interested and don't watch it. Hopefully they don't do that. But let me get him standing there. Yeah, all of their articulation is typically great. His neck is better than Aquaman. He can look up a lot. He can look down a little bit. He definitely can tilt and do all that stuff. So his neck is one of the best McFarlane's. I think they went out of their way because of his running poses. So let me get him there. Yeah. Get him here. And stand this guy up. Oh, I don't have Batman yet, and I don't have Superman yet. These are the ones that are definitely easier to find. Even though somebody has sent me pictures finding Batman. I haven't seen them. And I definitely haven't seen Superman. For the people that showed me the Batman, and I was like, when you get Superman, I would rather buy both figures from you at once than getting you to ship one at a time. And I had to pay shipping for one dude. And I think I must have just... I didn't pre-order these guys for some reason. This Wonder Woman isn't specifically from Justice League, but there you are. Thank you, Kato. Now, I've even seen the version of him that has the battle mask, but I don't want that. The whole face is the money for me. I really, even though they're not using photo real, that's a good looking face right there. That looks really good and really lifelike. Wonder Woman as well. And even the Flash with that mask on. But for some reason, this one, Sunday Heat, hello. This one, eh, it looks good, but it doesn't look as, like I said, only from certain angles. From certain angles, just like him. But other angles, he looks the most like a toy compared to the rest of them. But this is the Wonder Woman 84 from McFarlane Toys. I know they weren't going to make a Justice League Wonder Woman because she is still on the shelf right now. I'm shocked you even had to ask me which figure this is, because you can go to Target right now and she's right there in the NECA section, just sitting there looking at you like, why haven't you bought me yet? I'm a cool figure. Why haven't you bought me? I should be on clearance, but they won't put me on clearance. Yeah, I hope they do a variant Superman. I think they are. That's the regular colors. That would be cool. I don't know. I don't know if there's any different Batman. J Cubo. But Mezco wouldn't be as tall as these because these are 7-inch figures. I mean, this figure I'm putting up right here, the Battle Sister, she can probably loosely fit in with 6-inch action figures. But here's a comparison because she's not all that tall, but she's at least the height of the Flash. And I'm looking, she is tall as that Wonder Woman. But let me bring out a 6-inch female Marvel Legends. Now, I don't know if she would be the best example because is Riri supposed to be a teenager? But let me bring out a tall Mezco figure. No, I'm not getting the Diamond Select Captain America. I already got the Marvel Legends, which actually has posable wings. So, yeah. But this is a tall Mezco, and as you can see, he ain't that tall next to them. What else I got laying around? But yeah. As far as the review, I like them. I wish Aquaman had more hands, maybe a different facial expression, and better neck articulation. Everything else I love about him. His articulation is really good. The materials they use, good. The Flash, these flash effects aren't that great because they don't stay on him that well. I wish he had fist, and he's a little bit stiff up in his torso, but as I was showing off, you get all of this regardless of him being stiff forward because of this is made out of hard plastic. And since he can do all of that, it doesn't even matter about the ab crunch, to be honest. So if I have any complaints on him, like I said, I wish he had fists. The little effects don't stay on that well. Maybe his diaper is a little bit big. And yeah, can't complain about him too much. And I already have a review up for this Cyborg, and I have a review up for that Wonder Woman right there. So the review part for this is over. Now, for the people that are still here, if anybody wants to talk about this, because I couldn't talk about it when I did my reviews, I hadn't seen the show yet. But has anyone watched Masters of the Universe Revelation? And what did you honestly feel about it? If you did not watch it, I do not care about what you have to say if you didn't watch it. Well, I watched it. I watched all the episodes. The episodes are only like 22 minutes long, and there was only 5 of them so far. So it was no use and like spreading that out. They could have just released that all as a part 1 movie instead of separating it into a show. Yeah, what Kato said. I'm not sure if we had this conversation because I talked to so many people. But I think instead of them saying that it was like a continuation, they kind of promoted it as being a continuation of the original series. They should have said that it was a story set in the original universe that they wanted to talk about or they wanted to explore. Like they made it seem like, hey, you remember that show from the 80s that you really love? Let's bring that back. if in full swing of what you were used to and give you the show that you've been waiting for 30 plus years. No, it was just this is like a mini series based on a certain topic or a certain. And at this point, I'm gonna mention spoilers. At this point, spoilers. Warn people in the comments. Spoilers. It seemed like to me that they took one of the aspects of the original show, the fact that Tila was one of the main characters that always went on the adventures with them. Besides Man at Arms, Battle Cat, and Orko, Tila was always there. And for whatever reason, she couldn't know. And I can't remember how I felt about the show back then, but I do remember being angry that they wouldn't just tell Tila and get it over with. I was like, what difference would it make if she knew about it? So it seemed like they decided to take that aspect, like reveal or make her see who He-Man actually was, or what Prince Adam actually was, and take He-Man and Skeletor out the equation and show you how the world would be without He-Man and Skeletor, and with them running low on magic in our universe. If they would have promoted it like that, I think people wouldn't have got their hopes up. But the internet is the internet. And just like you have Twitter defending everything and they want stuff to be a certain way, you have the other people who get angry by them changing the slightest thing. And then you have a bunch of people who complain about shows without actually watching it. I watched it and I'm good with the story so far. I just want to see the whole story. I hate it that they had to split it in half. I just think they should have just released the whole thing as a 2.5 hour movie, or 2 hour and 20 or so minutes, or however long it took, and just release it that way instead of splitting it up into a two five two five parters. Catabellion. I hope I said that right. Hello there. But for the people that are elite, you missed me talking about Aquaman and the Flesh. And I wasn't going to talk about these guys, but I should have titled it that way. So since it seems like nobody's here is interested in that, I think I'm going to end this video now and maybe do a separate video on these, which I don't think I'm going to do. Hey, Princeton Phalanx. But yeah, I like these. I like Cyborg and Wonder Woman's cool. I just need to get Batman and the other guy, Superman, and then I'll be done with them. But anyway, for everybody who was here from the beginning and everybody who clicked the like button, thank you so much. Thank you for the people that are arriving now late. Rewatch this once it actually loads to YouTube after I push stop. But anyway, I'm gonna waste about 20 seconds now talking about nothing so that I can add my links to other videos at the end for you to click on. This is a TV League body, and I put Scarlett Johansson's head on it. Anyway, thank y'all for showing up. Bye.